This is the first chapter of IoT. Here, the syllabus of the midterm one. Now we can see the syllabus is here. Now I will uh, describe the whole topic, the whole chapter uh, with sometimes. There is a definition of AI. Where is the definition is here? Dynamically. Dynamically change means dynamically according to situation. Dynamically means situation. Situation. According to situation, change. Self-adapting means change behavior. Change behavior automatically. Situation automatically. Situation automatically. Okay? Then this is easy. Now we have to memorize join setup download wait then connect register download start. Okay, then interoperable. It is one different IoT devices from different should be able to communicate with a standard protocol. A standard protocol should be able to communicate with protocol. Should be able to communicate with communication protocol. And there is some example. Now here is unique identity. Has unique identity. Let's say that every student has a unique IP address. Then device has unique identity. Over the internet, it helps to recognize this device. The identity helps to recognize the device on the internet. An intelligent interface. Show, accept, and monitor control. You can imagine it as a monitor, computer screen or monitor. Monitor, show, accept user command, show device status, show device status as a status as a status as show a status, show a status, show device status. Monitor device health, monitor device health, control device remotely, accept users commands. And this is an example. Integrated into information network, integrated into information network. This is four point. Okay, for network, with network these devices exchange data, discover other device, and exchange data one device to another device, exchange data one device to another device, discover other devices. Okay, share with capability, and work together. Mainly one device and another device exchange data uh, through the network, discover the other devices and work together and share with capabilities. And you have to memorize this one. Sensor, temperature sensor installed in different region of a city are sent. This is and draw. It is very easy to know. You have to memorize that here is interface and here is interface. IO interface or AVD interface. Okay, then storage interface. You have to memorize that and you have to describe it perfectly. Perfectly. Try to give. Obviously, there are some example. Example are given here on the block diagram. Here in the block diagram. And now draw and explain the IoT protocol stack. There are four protocol stack. Okay. Then you have to draw the protocol stack figure. Okay, figure. Then there is a link layer responsible and transmitting keyword. What is transmitting? Data is transmitting. Where is transmitting? Where data is transmitting? Physical communication media. The device one device and one device how communicate through cables or wireless technology. How communicate? This is described link layer. And it is what is it is addressing, logical addressing and routing. Yeah, sender to receiver. This is the main point. So sender to source to destination. Yes. Then transport layer, what is provides end-to-end communication between devices, and this is ensure that I reach the correct destination. Application topmost layer of the IoT stack protocol. IoT protocol stack that provides communication service between IoT applications and users. And link layer, you have to give the description from previous for the all real so on. And you have to give this memory, you have to memorize it perfectly. You have to memorize those and those. And obviously you have to do it. Okay, obviously you have to memorize IEEE 1 2. First of all it is Ethernet, then Wi-Fi, then WiMAX, then LROpen, then cellular. Again say, first of all, first is Ethernet, then Wi-Fi, then WiMAX, then LROpen, then cellular. 3G 2G 4G 2G 3G 4G cellular LTE. Okay, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, LROpen. Okay, nice. You can do it. Okay, then full form you have to memorize it, and then you have to give the network layer protocols. You have to difference both are easy. Then memorize security broadcast and suitable for IoT, supported not supported limited highly. Okay, 6L weapon IPv B46 short note is midterm 1. Okay, then 6L weapon some basic things. Then transport layer means you have to bring one thing in your mind, that SAFSAR. Okay, SAFSAR. Okay, then there is a difference between TCP and UDP. You have to obviously remember it. And then application layer protocol, this is so much important layer protocol. You have to spend 1 or 2 hours for this. First of all, STPP, you have to nothing else. Request response application layer protocol. It is request response application layer protocol. Client sent request, and server sent response to the request. And this is the key things where it is used. Then where UDP used. Then where WebSocket used here? WebSocket, what is key? Bidirectional full duplex. Bidirectional full duplex transfer layer protocol. Okay, application layer protocol. Application layer protocols are super difficult, and you have to spend more time behind it. Then let's see the MQTT, a message queuing transfer telemetry transport. And you have to know that the first one is lightweighted, the fourth one is lightweighted. There is only lightweighted 2. Then it follow publish subscribe model, and DDS follow publish subscribe model, and last one is follow publish subscribe model also. But this is follow point to server client server, and server communication. Okay, this follow is, but last 4 among the last 4, MQTT, DDS, and MQP follow publish subscribe model. Those 3 publish subscriber model: MQTT, Astert, one is gap, then DDS, then it is. Okay, then you have to give much more time behind here. And this form model is super easy, super duper easy. You can memorize it. You have to memorize it. And one thing you should memorize that what is stateless and what is stateful. WebSocket is stateful, REST is stateless. You have to memorize perfectly. Then those 4 model are super duper easy. And there is 2 APIs. What is API? You have to shoot now. API is a software intermediary that allows 2 applications to communicate with each other on the internet. This is your API. It's, everything about API and REST API. What is REST API and its constraints and feature or constraints? You should memorize it. Client server separation. Client don't need note about storage, which is concept for server, and server don't need to know about UI, which is concept for client. Okay, then you have to learn remember this one. And stateless, what is stateless? And this catchable or non-catchable. If catchable, a client can given to right to reuse. মানে একটা ক্লায়েন্ট রিউজ করতে পারে ডাটাটা পরবর্তীতে, মানে রেসপন্সের ফলে যে ডাটাটা ক্লায়েন্ট পায় সেটাও পরে রিউজ করতে পারে যদি ক্যাচেবল হয়। তারপরে লাস্ট ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ লেয়ার সিস্টেম, মানে কোনো একটা কম্পোনেন্ট, মানে এটা ইন্টারমিডিয়ারি কম্পোনেন্টকে এড়িয়ে দেখতে পারে না। মানে ক্লায়েন্ট তার সার্ভারকে সরাসরি কোনো কিছু পাঠাতে পারে না, রিকোয়েস্ট ইউনিফর্ম ইন্টারফেস করতে হবে। দেন ক্রুড অপারেশন, নাইস। দেন WebSocket বেসড APIs, নাইসলি ডেসক্রাইব ইট। এমন বাইরে থেকে একটু পড়ে নাও, ডেসক্রাইব করে দাও সুন্দর মতো। ওকে, তারপর অবশ্যই রেস্ট বেসড WebSocket, নাইস। স্ট্যাটলেস, ইউনিডাইরেকশনাল, রিকোয়েস্ট রেসপন্স। এই 3টা মনে রাখলে এগুলো অপোজিট হয়ে যাবে। আর এই 3টা মেমোরাইজ করবে পরীক্ষার সময় টাইম দিয়ে, কমপক্ষে 20 মিনিট টাইম দিয়ে মেমোরাইজ করবে, সমস্যা নাই। 20 মিনিট টাইম লাগাই দেয় কারণ পিছনে সমস্যা। এরপর WSN, এটা একদম ইজি টাইম লাগাও, 20 মিনিট হয়ে যাবে। ওকে ওকে দেন ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিং কি ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিং হলে একটা ডেলিভারি অফ কম্পিউটিং সার্ভিসেস ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিং ইজ দ্য ডেলিভারি অফ কম্পিউটিং সার্ভিসেস ডাইরেক্ট লাইনটা মনে রাখো ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিং ইজ দ্য ডেলিভারি অফ কম্পিউটিং সার্ভিসেস 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 ডেলিভারি অফ computing services then okay enough then there are three types of IIS this is virtual machine virtual machine virtual machine virtual machine IIS mean virtual machine virtual machine virtual machine virtual machine virtual machine virtual machine virtual virtual machine virtual machine and storage virtual machine and storage virtual computing resource manages it is nice I handle it nicely okay SaaS provides ready-to-use software, those virtual machine. And this is about the platform platform for developer, development, testing, and deployment. Virtual machine. Okay. Big data analysis. What is big data analysis? And three type of volume. The last number of data, huge amount of data, velocity, speed of data, variety. I have to memorize it, and you can write it on your examination. And IoT components, you should able to write those about those components perfectly. You should expend you 20 minutes on it. Then there is IoT level 1 to 6. You have to describe it perfectly. Okay, you have to spend 1 to 1.5 hours here. Then you should there is a missing concept of chapter 1. What is ICT functional block? ICT functional block, device communication service, and you have to write the blocks, and you have to write this perfectly. And first day you have to practice of the chapter. You have to practice the chapter perfectly. First day within 7 hours you have to practice this chapter perfectly. Goodbye.